Millions of Americans are rolling out their yoga mats every single morning. And it turns out, they're onto something incredible. What started as a 5,000-year-old practice in ancient India has now been backed by hundreds of scientific studies. Yoga doesn't just make you flexible, it literally rewires your body from the inside out. Here's exactly what happens when you start. One of the first things people notice after just 2 to 3 weeks of yoga? Their back pain disappears. The spine is a series of vertebrae separated by discs, and those discs need movement to stay healthy. Yoga's gentle twists, forward folds, and back bends literally pump fresh nutrients into your spinal discs like a sponge absorbing water. The American College of Physicians now recommends yoga as a first-line treatment for chronic back pain. Here's something truly remarkable. Scientists at Harvard Medical School found that just one yoga session reduces cortisol, your primary stress hormone, significantly. Within minutes of beginning yoga's deep breathing patterns, your nervous system shifts from fight or flight mode into what researchers call rest and digest mode. Your heart rate slows, your blood pressure drops, your muscles physically release tension they've been holding for days. Your body finally exhales. You don't need a treadmill for a healthy heart. A landmark study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology found that yoga is just as effective as aerobic exercise for reducing blood pressure, cholesterol, and heart rate. Certain yoga sequences, like sun salutations, elevate your heart rate enough to count as moderate cardio. And yoga's stress reduction effect directly protects your arteries from inflammation, one of the leading hidden causes of heart disease in America. Here's a myth we need to bust right now. Yoga is not just stretching. Holding a plank, a warrior three, or a chair pose requires every major muscle group to fire simultaneously, often for far longer than a typical gym rep. This builds what fitness experts call functional strength, the kind that protects your joints, improves your posture, and makes everyday movements easier. Studies show that regular yoga practitioners have significantly greater core strength than non-practitioners, even compared to people who do conventional core training. This one will blow your mind. Researchers at UCLA used brain imaging to compare the brains of experienced yoga practitioners to non-practitioners. The result? Yoga practitioners had significantly more gray matter in the regions responsible for body awareness, attention, and stress regulation. Regular yoga practice actually grows new neural connections in your brain. It enhances focus, memory, and decision-making. Some neurologists are now recommending yoga for early-stage Alzheimer's prevention. The National Sleep Foundation reports that over 70 million Americans suffer from chronic sleep disorders. Yoga may be the most underrated solution. A comprehensive review of studies found that yoga significantly improves sleep quality, reduces the time it takes to fall asleep, and increases total sleep duration. This happens because yoga activates the parasympathetic nervous system, basically your body's built-in sleep switch. Even 15 minutes of gentle yoga before bed can change your entire night. Here's something your doctor might not tell you. Yoga boosts your immune system. Multiple studies have found that regular yoga practice increases the activity of natural killer cells, your body's frontline immune defenders. Yoga also reduces inflammation markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6, which are linked to everything from arthritis to depression to cancer risk. Essentially, every time you practice yoga, you're giving your immune system a full tune-up. Americans spend an average of 13 hours a day sitting, at desks, in cars, on couches. This creates what chiropractors call tech neck, forward head posture, and rounded shoulders. Yoga systematically undoes all of this damage. Mountain pose, cobra, bridge, and downward dog target the exact muscle imbalances caused by prolonged sitting. Studies show that 8 weeks of yoga significantly corrects forward head posture, reduces neck pain by up to 42%, and improves overall spinal alignment.
Mental health is perhaps where yoga's benefits are most profound. A comprehensive meta-analysis published in JAMA Psychiatry reviewed dozens of clinical trials and found that yoga is a clinically effective intervention for both anxiety and depression, sometimes as effective as antidepressants without the side effects. Yoga increases GABA levels, a brain chemical that calms anxiety, and boosts serotonin and dopamine. More than 16 million Americans have now adopted yoga specifically for mental health support. Here's one most people don't expect. Yoga is extraordinarily good for your gut. The twisting poses in yoga, like seated spinal twist and revolved triangle, literally massage your digestive organs, stimulating movement through the intestines. Research from the University of Southern California found that yoga reduces symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome in 80% of participants. Yoga also calms the gut-brain axis, the direct neurological highway between your stomach and your brain, reducing stress-related digestive issues. Yoga has a remarkable effect on the endocrine system, your body's hormone factory. Studies show yoga lowers cortisol, balances thyroid function, and reduces insulin resistance. For women, yoga significantly eases PMS symptoms and menopause-related hot flashes. For men, yoga has been shown to naturally boost testosterone levels. The inversions in yoga, like legs up the wall and shoulder stand, directly stimulate the thyroid and pituitary glands, helping regulate metabolism and mood across the board. Yoga isn't just a workout. It's a lifestyle that rewires your relationship with your body and food. A comprehensive study from the Fred Hutchinson Cancer Center found that regular yoga practitioners gain significantly less weight over 10 years compared to non-practitioners, even when controlling for diet. This happens through multiple pathways. Yoga reduces stress eating by lowering cortisol, builds mindful awareness of hunger cues, improves insulin sensitivity, and activates brown fat, the metabolically active fat that burns calories to generate heat. Perhaps the most stunning finding of all, yoga may actually extend your life. A major study from the University of California, San Francisco, found that yoga and meditation increase telomere length, the protective caps on your DNA that determine how quickly your cells age. Longer telomeres mean slower biological aging. Additionally, the combination of stress reduction, cardiovascular benefits, improved sleep, and lower inflammation that yoga provides hits every single major risk factor for early mortality. Yoga practitioners have been found to have a biological age up to 12